All right, we should be live. Hey, Shalom, Makim. Shalom. We want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kadash. And we continuing on with the tradition of our New Year's Eve instruction. And in the spirit, man, we know that we're close. You see what I'm saying? The scriptures speak about, our salvation nearer than when we believe. Now that was when Paul and the other apostles and whatnot were going out there back then teaching, but we living in a whole different era, to where the falling away occurred, the revival of Israel occurred. You see what I'm saying? And now we pretty much living in the end of this thing, man. Everything that's been culminating, has just been for prophecy's sake, man, which is the greatest gift. We know the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So we steadily, believing that America, is going to be destroyed. We constantly watching for the signs. And in retrospect, we've been the only camp that's doing that consistently. All these other camps, are pretty much trying to teach Israel things that are not profitable for salvation. The things that are profitable for salvation, number one, knowing the name of the Lord. A lot of camps, they pretty much fumbling on that. Which in the back of their minds, they know we teaching the truth. They know, that we teaching the true name of Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh Shai. Okay? But they've received the purse. All right? You see what I'm saying? So in the end, we're going to see, who the true men of the Lord are. But we're going to continue doing what we've been doing. And we're going to let them do what they've been doing. Brother got a precept.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 13. It says, go and ye shall receive. Pray for few days unto you, that they may be shortened.
Right. And that's what it's about, man. It's about desiring the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, cut that out a little bit more. Yeah. It's about desiring the kingdom of heaven. Just like get Acts 1 and 6, real quick, because that's what the apostles, they decided when Yahweh Shai rose again. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Whoever got it, go ahead and read.
This is the book of Acts chapter 1 verse 6.
Yeah, we ain't a camp, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Acts chapter 1 verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Right. Why did they ask that? Because they were privy of the prophecies, man. They knew about the prophecy of Israel getting this great kingdom. They knew about Abraham and the fathers of the promise and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? So they asked him. He rose again. He was the sign that was to come. He was the deliverer that was to come. And they asked him, will thou at this time restore the kingdom unto Israel? So they were looking for what? They were looking for the kingdom to come. They were looking for prophecy to be fulfilled, man. Okay? Yep. But hold on. Right quick. You finished on that, right? That was pretty much what I wanted on that, though. So we're going to go back there. We're going to get your precept. You know what I'm saying?
2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 13. It says, go and ye shall receive. Pray for few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you.
Right. So, in other words, in another dimension, the kingdom is already prepared, man. You see what I'm saying? You Edomites, you might go and look at them planets and whatnot, but you're not seeing it in the state, that the Lord has it prepared for us, man. He said the kingdom is already prepared, man. Okay? So in another dimension, maybe if you went into one of them black holes, who knows, you'd see a bunch of so-called Negroes ruling up over, a bunch of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans ruling up over Edomites and the other nations, man. All right? Because in another dimension, we already ruling.
Straight up. Hey, they said the planet Jupiter, they said it's just a ball of gas. But really, the Lord wouldn't create a planet just to be a ball of fucking gas. That's a habitation, man. So really, I'm not speaking for the Lord, but speaking as a man, the Lord could just have that being like a state of like a mirage or something.
Like an illusion.
Like an illusion. So you can see what you think you saw. But really, that those planets are paradises, man.
Yeah, you can't set foot on them any damn way.
That's right.
You can't set foot on them planets anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because why? Because you are Edomite, man. All right, and your blessing is coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? You living in a time of you ruling, but guess what? Your rulership is coming to an end.
Can I say something real quick?
Yep.
They was given the fatness of the earth. These Edomites was given the fatness of the earth, not the fatness of the universe. They was given the fatness of the earth, whereas these Edomites was going to take over the whole planet Earth and have the best parts of the land of America, you know, and the land of all these different places throughout the world, man. Because they was given the blessing of the sword and the fatness of the earth. That's why in the book of Revelation it says a great sword was given to them, and when that red horse came, peace was given them. He was given the great sword, and peace was taken from him. Peace was taken from the earth. Why? Because these devils was given the blessing of the sword to rule the kingdoms, do their military, and to take everything by force. And that's what's going on right now to this day and age we living in right now. You know? Yeah, bro.
I got something. Because the brother was mentioning, you know, Jupiter, you know, could basically set up for paradise for Israel. This is John 14, and I'm going to start from verse 1, John 14 and 1. And this is Yahweh speaking. He says, "Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the power, believe also in me." Why? Because Yahweh is a mediator between us and the Heavenly Father. Okay, Yahweh was sent here to fulfill his Father's will, and to basically die for the elect, so that we can come back in the fold, you know, and fulfill the work of the Heavenly Father, man. So we gotta believe in Yahweh. Okay, we gotta worship Yahweh. And when you even go into the word worship, because the apostles is always telling us you gotta know words, going to the meaning of words, and the word worship basically simply means to give reverence, man.
To me, it says worship, worship.
The man worthy of that reverence.
Worship, yeah, come, you know, and the apostles are worthy of that reverence, you know what I'm saying? And they elders are over them, you know, because without the elders before, you know, our apostles, we wouldn't have this truth, man. So we got to give reverence. And hey, man, in the Most High put the true apostles ahead of everybody, and hence we have the apostles on down, and the bishops and the elders and the teachers. But hey, man, it goes back to the apostles, man, because the apostles had the true knowledge of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai.
That's right. So let's more. You got more?
Yeah. Verse 2. It says, "In my Father's house are many mansions."
Yeah, that's spiritual. Look, we got you know what I'm saying, live instrumental playing and whatnot, man. You got, you know, two planets. They on one planet they looking at a planet similar to Earth, and another, you know, planet in the distance, and a whole bunch of stars, you know what I'm saying, around it. You know what I'm saying? Our rulership, which is joint is with Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, we are a part of that elect number. The elected joint is with him. It's not going to be just on Earth. It's going to be an intergalactic, you know what I'm saying, rulership, to where we will rule over all nations throughout the galaxies. We'll have palaces on different planets and slaves, and have children born not on Earth but on Mercury, and you know what I'm saying, and even beyond. You know, because when the Lord said he stretched out the heavens as a curtain, that means that the heavens are endless. That's why these Edomites, they're looking through these super, you know, gigantic Hubble telescopes and whatnot, and they constantly looking and finding different planets out there. That's not for you to inhabit in the capacity to where you are now, you know what I'm saying, in rulership, you know what I'm saying, making laws and decrees and locking the sons of God up and so on and so forth. That's for you to serve us as slaves in the true capacity to where the Heavenly Father made you to be. You know what I'm saying? You weren't made to be over us. We the sons of the power, man. You know what I'm saying? And in the future, you know, we're going to live that out. Because why? Because it's prophecy. Okay? You didn't have your way with us, you know what I'm saying? Had your way with us, had your way with our women, you know what I'm saying? For, you know, these years you've been in rulership. You know what I'm saying? But we getting ready to come to a time where the kingdom of the Most High is going to be given to the people of the saints, man. I'll tell you that in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter.
That's right.
You know, that's all throughout the scriptures, man. So, knowing that, like the scriptures say, what manner of person ought ye to be? You know, whole holy conversation and godliness, man. You know?
It says, if it were not so, I would have told you.
Right, so Yahweh Shai ain't bullshitting. He ain't telling us no lie. You know what I'm saying? He's not gassing us or nothing like that. We're getting ready to receive this glory, man. Scripture say the Lord is not a man that he should lie. So why is it that you so-called Negroes fail to acknowledge it, man? I mean, which we know the answer to that. It's a rhetorical question, you know. Isaiah 6 and 9.
Yeah, that spirit was in my mind. It's the spirit, bro.
Isaiah 6
I
and
just
9.
thought about that. You said it out verbally.
But you know, we all know that. Isaiah 6, the Lord has blinded you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has blinded the majority of you. Even to this very day, you got you so-called Negroes is getting ready to go into a new year, 2023. Okay? And you got Negroes so-called having New Year's resolutions for 2023. Oh, the nigga woman, I'm going to lose weight this year.
Every year.
Bitch, you're going to be the same fucking cow you've been for the past... Since whenever
16 years.
Since whenever you had them kids, you're going to be the same cow you've been, you know what I'm saying? Until this place is destroyed. Or until the famine come. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, she gonna be in the gym about 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe. I give her that.
About 2 weeks for the year.
I give her a month. But after the hard training, they got
generous, brother.
I'm being nice, but after a hard, rigorous, you know, because I seen it in the gym, you know, you got these women, they what they do is they go to Little. Little's a matching. Little was a trainer, and Little, he's one of them trainers in the gym, and they go to him, and after about 3 weeks, they done. You know, they can't do it no more. They can't hack it.
And that's why the Most High hasn't chosen women to be out there on the highways and byways teaching, man.
That's right.
Lord said the flock of my sheep are flocking men. You know what I'm saying? The Heavenly Father's dealing with the man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you so-called black and Latino women and Native American, a lot of you women in general, you believe as if there's some kind of divineness in you. Nah, ain't no divineness in you. If you're dealing with a man of the Lord, you do what that man tells you to do, and then you, Lord willing, the Most High save you. Other than that, that's it. All right? Because there are going to be women delivered. We obviously ain't no faggots. But guess what? You're going to be delivered off of the man's stripes. Yeah, read that.
Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Yeah, you dumb, stupid ass bitches. Get the fuck up, man. Get the fuck up and get in the kitchen and cook and clean the fucking house and get in order. All right? Stop running your goddamn mouth. Stop telling people the business that going on in your house, man. All right? Lord's saying, rise up out of that careless state you in, man. All these hoes on Instagram, so on and so forth, man. The bitch want a blue check on Instagram more than she want a man. You know what I'm saying? Until she gets to 50, 40-something years old and she's fucking lonely. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no kids or nothing, man.
I seen one bitch on Instagram earlier.
Yeah.
She posted, you know, what do you think? Is it okay for your man, your boyfriend, your husband to go through your phone to look at your pictures, your photos? Yeah, it's fucking okay, bitch. That nigga owns you, man. That's your husband. That's your man. He owns you. So that man should be able to do whatever the fuck he wants to do with you, man. But in this goddamn kingdom, it's not so. It's because these women are what? They're proud, man. So that's why the Lord is saying what? Rise up, you careless daughters that are at ease. It says, hear my voice, you careless daughters.
Hear my voice, you careless daughters. And that's you black, Latino, and Native American women. Right. You're careless as hell, man. You running around. Right now, it's supposed to be New Year's. It's New Year's Eve, going into New Year's. A lot of you hoes out there shaking your funky asses, man.
Mm-hmm. Leaving their kids at home.
Leaving your kids. A lot of bitches love their kids at home. Some bitches love their kids at home to die.
By themselves.
Yeah. By themselves to die. You know what I'm saying? Next thing, some caveman club you over the fucking head and drag you into some alley and have his way, you know, with you. Now you know what I'm saying? You screaming, But here it is, you being careless, man.
That's right.
Read on.
It says, "You careless daughters, give ear unto my speech."
Give ear unto my speech. And how is the Lord speaking to you? He's speaking to you through the prophets, man. All right? A lot of you brothers get caught up in this Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels thing. Listen, we've been saying that.
Right.
We've been saying that way before them niggas became influencers, man. Influencers, man. Because that stuff is only in recent years. We've been out there over 10. The apostles been out there going back 30 years, you know what I'm saying, teaching the word. So who are you really supposed to give credence to? The prophets, man.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Good.
Hey, the Most High puts Kevin Samuel to death, and now Andrew Tate got locked up for human trafficking.
He got out though.
He got out though, but hey, who knows? He's in Romania, and he got locked up in Romania for human trafficking. So what the hell is that about?
Well, we don't
know.
We don't know what that's about. I'm just stating the fact that before these dudes came online talking about correcting women and putting them in order and whatnot, we've been telling you that about the scriptures, man.
Hey,
we've been letting you know that with the scriptures.
I got a precept.
Yeah, he got a little more than you're gonna get there.
Right. It says, verse 10, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled."
Right. So when that time come, the time of Jacob's trouble come, you so-called Black, Latino, and Native American, when you gonna be troubled? These bitches were losing their minds when there was the curfews and on lockdowns, man.
Yeah, that's right.
They were losing it. They was getting that cabin fever. They went to go outside and shake their asses and shit. All right? Let the nigga who went outside for 0.1 second, she gonna start twerking. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing she gonna start, you know what I'm saying?
Shake your funky ass.
Shaking your funky ass, man.
And that's a fucking shame, man.
Go be in your damn house, look after your children, man. That's what you need to do.
It says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, you careless women."
Many years and days shall ye be troubled, you careless women. Now, if you a sister, all right, and you doing what you're supposed to do, or trying to do what you're supposed to do, because we know our women ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? We can't expect them to be perfect for us when we ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Lord, as long as the Lord see you trying, the Lord will have mercy on you, Abaratazah. You know what I'm saying? But when you a careless ass woman, you want to just go do your own thing and you ain't listening to your man and all kind of wickedness you done did to this man over these years, man. Time of visitation is gonna come. You know?
It says, "The vintage shall fail."
The vintage shall fail, meaning these goddamn jobs, man. Oh, you boss bitches, you getting ready to be bum bitches. All right?
Yeah.
You getting ready to be broke hoes.
Section 8 about to cut off.
Even if these bitches on Section 8 and have no job, they consider themselves boss bitches because they're getting benefits from the government. You know, child support from different men that they got babies by. You know, so they consider themselves boss bitches. I'm a boss bitch. I'm an independent woman. No, you're not independent. You dependent on the government.
And that's what the vintage is. The vintage is the government
Government aid.
The programs, the Section 8, you know.
And these jobs too.
All these jobs, of course, you know. But the things that you're freely getting from Esau, you know, it all goes back to Eve and the serpent, man. It says, verse 10, it says, "You careless women, for the messenger failed, the gathering shall not come."
Mm-hmm. The gathering shall not come. Meaning what? When you get all them grapes and that thing together. And if I say this wine is a vintage, that means it's from a certain gathering.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That we came together and we gleaned the grapes and you know what I'm saying? We got all this together to make the wine. Guess what, man? That vintage is gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
All them goodies you getting, SNAP benefits and Section 8 and EBT cards and so on and so forth, man. You might you the queen of the one-shot deal and you know what I'm saying? Guess what, man? All that shit is going down.
That's right.
Because America's going down. That's why the scripture said they shall lament for the teats. Read on.
Verse 11, it says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease."
So you hoes are supposed to be scared right now, man. If you got a brother that's out there teaching his word, you're supposed to be holding on to this man's leg for dear life. Okay? Hold on to that man for dear life.
Yeah.
Because the moment you let go,
That's your ass.
That bitch ass nigga's holding on Hector's leg.
Yes, he was.
You know?
You gotta hold on. You gotta hold on to that man's leg. You women out there, man, hold on to a man of the Lord's. You know what I'm saying? Leg, man. Make sure that you don't miss your blessing. Okay?
It says, "Ye careless one, strip you and make you bare."
Strip you and make you bare. Humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
It says, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Which is mourning garments, man. Hey, brother, we don't know. In 2023, all shit can hit the fucking fan. And these women, man, they'll be out there, boy. They're going to be out there. All you women living alone and you independent and so on and so forth, man. Man, you fuck around be out there, man. And you be out there and somebody snatch your ass up. All right? It benefits a woman nothing to be single.
That's right.
All right? The thing is, you got to get a decent man, which decent men are hard to find. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, man. Solomon said, out of 1,000 women, he didn't find one that was righteous. At least it said in the scriptures, out of one man, I found one that was righteous, man. And the crazy thing is that there's more women on earth than men.
That's right.
So none of you women ain't righteous.
I got a piece of This
That's
is Micah chapter 7 verse. I'm gonna start at 8 because you got these nations like the Arabs. When you go to these corner stores, these Arab niggas, they looking at us like, as if, because what they doing, they popping the women behind their back because these women are giving them the box for Black and Milds, Lucy's, sandwiches, infant milk. So these different nations are looking at us like we ain't nothing. Then you got the Moabites. I don't eat Chinese food like that. So you got these Moabites, when you go into these Moabite stores, they're looking at them funny. And they're giving them, you never know what the hell they're giving them. So this is Micah chapter 7, verse 8. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. Who is our enemy? Go to Psalms, in the 83rd chapter, the first verse on down, tell you who's our enemies. Started with Esau and Amalek. Esau, the first, is our enemies. Then it says, rejoice not against me, O my enemy, when I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord should be a light unto me. We in darkness now, but this truth is a light unto us, man. Right. We're sitting in darkness. We in the land of America, which is the dark place, bro. Guess what? This truth is a light unto us, man.
Yeah, Psalm 23rd chapter.
Hey, well, we was in darkness.
We was in darkness, but now we were sitting in darkness, but now the truth has become a light unto us, man. And it says, verse 9, I will bear the indignation, the righteous anger of the Lord, because I have sinned against him. How do we sin against him? By worshiping other deities, not worshiping the Lord, statutes, commandments of the Most High, but going off and doing that which is evil in the eyes of the Most High. So we gotta bear the indignation of the Most High, which is the righteous anger of the Lord. It says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause, until he judge the cause of the righteous and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I will behold his righteousness. The Lord has brought us forth to the light, his elect. The hopeful elect, he has brought forth to the light by giving us his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures, man, the breakdowns. So it says, here's the point that we was getting to, verse 10. Then she, that is my enemy, shall see it.
That's the woman you sleeping with, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether any one of these women you sleep with is your enemy, because feminism is the enemy of masculinity. We're living in a society where Now here it is, you a man. You know what I'm saying? You get in a woman's ass, you screaming on her or something like that. They call it toxic masculinity. Well, if you see a man looking at your woman, you know what I'm saying? You tell him, yo, man, you don't see me here, something like that. You stand up, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As a man in a situation now, it's toxic masculinity. All right? But masculinity is not toxic when somebody's trying to steal your fucking purse, okay? Or somebody trying to break in your apartment or something like that. Or you in a house fire, you know, in a 3-alarm blaze, and you got firemen coming up there to save you or something like that, then it's not toxic masculinity. So really what's going on is that, you know, femininity is ruining what's going on in the world, man. You know, which really, that's what the elite's plan was, to feminize everything. That's why when you see guys like Tate and different guys speaking up and, you know, bringing that manly, us, of course, firstly, you know what I'm saying, bringing that manly spirit back, you know what I'm saying, they'll, you know, try to suppress that, man, because the agenda of the elites is to bring in that feminism, man. That's right. This whole earth right now is under a feminine vibe, and there's very few men left, man.
It's under the vibration of the Queen of Heaven.
That's right. It's under the vibration of the Queen of Heaven, and the majority of these people are these dudes now, they're bitch made. These niggas are running around with green fucking dye in their hair and mohawks and dreads, painting their fucking nails.
Black paint. You see these dudes with black fingernails. Like,
some of them got blue. They fucking painting their nails.
What is that about, though?
Listen, brother, it's the vibration that's going on in the world right now. They putting estrogen up in the food, and you know.
They talk about toxic masculinity, which is basically a man being aggressive. But it was toxic masculinity that got you to the way you are. It was toxic masculinity that caused all these wars. You know, men fought these wars, man. The civil wars. Men, it was toxic, so-called toxic masculinity that fought these wars, man. That got you stupid ass women where you are today, to even be able to sit up and say such a thing. You know, it was men that did that. They gave you your freedom to say these things, man. You know, I was on a fucking dating site earlier, and then, you know, the bitch was like, "Yeah, I'm a feminist." I just swipe left. I just swipe fucking left right away, man. I'm not dealing with that shit, man.
That feminism shit is a demon, man. You know what I'm saying? A woman has her order, and a man has his order.
That's right.
And it tells you right there in the Bible, Genesis 3:16. I always tell my woman this. I'm looking for them Genesis 3:16 girls. All right, I'm trying to start up a band. All right, and I need the Genesis 3:16 girls. You know what I'm saying? The scripture say, what's that again? Colombia. You
gotta go out. You
gotta turn to a passport, bro.
You gotta go out of the boundaries of America, and then you got these nigga women on TikTok.
They hating on the
passport, bro. But guess what? You say you don't care, but why are you putting videos up? If you don't care, I don't care if these nigga women go with these Edomites. I'm not gonna put a video on explaining because that means I'm butthurt. You know, I don't care if these nigga women go with these different nations, go with an Arab or go with a Edomite. I don't care. I don't want you. So maybe the other nations will want you. You know, maybe they can do it because they respect the Edomites and the other nations before they respect their own men.
And that's why a lot of Jake is going into Moabite women. Jake be up there in the Philippines, Thailand, and all that shit, which I recommend you stay the fuck away from Thailand, man. There's a lot of lady boys up there. But in the Philippines and all that, he got a lot of Jake up in there because them women really love Jake, man. They hey man, listen, I got me a little coolie thing, man, and that's one of the most submissive women out there, man.
Man, I got one too.
You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, Jake is staying away from the nigga woman, man. From the Hispanic woman, because she's nothing but a Latin nigga woman, man. Go ahead, bro.
So it's back in Micah chapter 7, verse 10. That she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her.
And shame shall cover her, man. And that shame is getting ready to cover her. Because we've been out there teaching this thing for a long time, man. And when the Lord finally does hit the switch, hit the kill switch, Jacob's trouble switch, that's when, you know what I'm saying, you people are really going to realize the severity of what we've been speaking about. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, not to, constantly make this about the woman and all that. We know prophecy, which that's a part of it, is going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? America's getting ready to go through, the illest phase it's ever been in, man. You know what I'm saying?
It says, I'm going to read it from the top again.
No, you continue to use that.
It says, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power?
If I could say that, something about that?
Yeah.
You remember when back on 34th Street when Daffy's was still around, and we talked about Daffy's when the Urim Truth camp, a nigga woman actually walked past the camp and said that.
What? That'll never happen.
Where's your God? She walked past and she was like, where's your God? Where's your God? And like the brother's reading, man. So, and scriptures speak, man. We'll read that again.
It says, read it from the top.
No, read it from where you
just says, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? My eyes shall behold.
Where is the Lord your God? She walked by, she said, where is your God? Where is your God? A nigga woman actually said that shit, man. And I could picture her face in my head. I still remember that, man. I remember I was holding post and she walked by and she said that, man. So these niggas, they don't really believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. They believe in Jesus.
Which is so-called white man.
Sweet Jesus, man.
They believe in a farce, man. They believe, you know what I'm saying, in this treacherous murderer, this robber, you know what I'm saying, this shedder of blood Esau, man. Who ain't done nothing but rape, robbed, and murdered your people, man. Your sons, your daughters, your grandfathers, your grandmothers,
Some boy says, my eyes shall behold her.
Right, so now we're going to see the recompense of the Lord upon a nigga woman. That's why when I see a homeless so-called black woman, I don't show her no fucking mercy. I don't give her no fucking money. You know what I'm saying? How you call it? I barely look at her with some kind of, compassion. I give her a dirty fucking look sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Good.
It says, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Yeah, they out there begging for fucking change. Begging for change. All right? You trodden down like a mire of the streets. That's the time it's going to come, man. You know what I'm saying? You bum ass bitches, you go up in fucking rainbows buying these cheap ass fucking dresses and shit, running around shaking your funky asses. And guess what? Time is going to come where it's going to be revealed that you ain't nothing but a, you know what I'm saying? A broke ass, bum ass hoe, man. Depending on a man's fucking hard work and resources, man.
And that's what they do. Look on TikTok. Hey, when you look at the leading people that divorce each other, look at the divorce rate. To women.
It's women, and not only women, majority like black women, man.
95% of the divorce rate of black women or a black couple is initiated by the black woman. So they can get them goodies.
The college educated black woman too, brother.
So they can get them goodies. So what they do is they get them goodies, meaning whereas they're college educated women, they get a so-called educated black man that's doing his thing. He's a simp. And what they do is they get 2 kids by him, 3 kids by him.
Hit him over the head with child support.
And then they divorce him, get alimony, child support, and get the now they have alimony, child support. Then if they had a house together, now she got the house. What she do is she would get some other nigga that she's fucking with, and have him come into the nigga house, and he's still paying the alimony. He's still paying child support, and he's paying for the house.
And he can't see the kids.
And she's fucking with him, not letting him see the kids, despite the judge request that he shall see the kids. And that's what these women do, man.
Yes, it's an evil world we live in. All right. So let's read this.
This is Mark 13, verse 18. Yahweh speaking. It says, and pray ye that your flight be not in the winter.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And look what happened. Look what happened in Buffalo with these people in Buffalo with that treacherous storm. You have people dying, you know, in their cars, walking there, and they pass out from the weather. And you have people that was walking
Turn to a popsicle.
Right.
turn to a popsicle and it's dropped dead, man.
But this prophecy had passed already. You know, that was for you know, around 70 AD. You know, it's not speaking about, you know, these times today, even though the situation in Buffalo did happen. You know, and of course, pray that your fight, you know, when you're on the run, is not in the winter because,
It's hard to
you know,
survive.
it's hard to survive. If you're running around in the winter, it ain't no vegetation for you to fucking eat. You know, if you're hiding in the woods, it's fucking cold. And even if you gotta set a fire. If you set a fire, it's a fucking signal for your enemies. But still, that prophecy happened in the past, around 70 AD. That's what Yahushua was speaking about in that prophecy.
You're right. You know? Absolutely.
Yeah.
It says, for in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation which the power created.
Right, because what was Jake doing in that time, man? Jake was fucking eating each other, man. You know, and Apostle Ramlock, he had went into, you know, I believe the Josephus, when, you know, they were saying you had Jake, you know, Jake had a crew that was running around, you know, basically stealing people's food. And then you had the situation with the woman that she ate half of her son. And she said, I'm going to leave half for the people that's going to come and steal my food. And when they came in there to steal her food, they was fucking horrified, man. See, she ate half of her kid and he had half hang up, you know? Those things actually fucking happen, man. You know? Go on.
It says, such as was not from the beginning of the creation.
Right, because what have that, you know, happened, man?
Yeah, that was a dreadful thing that came upon us.
That was a horrible thing that happened to Israel, man. For a mother to go out there and eat her own, and you can tell the father was dead.
The hands of the pitiful woman have sought out my children.
There you go. That's the scriptures, man.
And you know what? That's true that the Lord is cruel. The Lord is
the Lord is just.
The Lord is cruel and he's just.
When
He said he's cruel. He said that. The Lord is cruel. He's cruel and just. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, man, just because he's cruel doesn't mean he's not just. He can be cruel.
Because the
he's
laws,
almighty.
the laws are some laws are very strict. You know what I'm saying? But everything that, you know, even Jake that was going through that, you know, they deserve that.
Correct.
For the law is always justified for the things that are going on.
So the Lord will bring a cruel judgment upon you.
Right.
And a cruel judgment is eating your child, man. That's not cruel.
That's horrible.
It says which the power created unto this time neither shall be. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he had chosen, he had shortened those days.
That's what I read earlier. You know, I read earlier that in 2nd Ezra, the 3rd chapter, pray for fewer days, that those days may be shortened. You know, if the Lord would have, you know, days such as that go on, well, ain't none of us will be saved, but we'll all be fucking dead.
Consumed.
We'll be fucking consumed, bro. You know. So the Lord really, back then he cut those days short, man. And even today, look.
Today even more so.
But it's Saturday. In no time it'll be next fucking Saturday. It will be out there in the houses and byways again. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 21. And then if any man shall say to you, lo, here is Yahushua, or lo, he is there, believe him not.
Right, because you got a lot of false prophets out there, man. You got a lot of false prophets out there, man. You know, hey, now you got them so-called Jews saying they found the Messiah. You know, they're kissing that motherfucker nasty ass hand. They got a fucking hoodie on and shit covering his face, which ain't nothing but a goddamn cracker. Ain't nothing but a goddamn Edomite. Ain't nothing but a goddamn Satan, man. You know? That nigga's probably all demonic as hell. How many kids have he raped? How many kids have he fucking sacrificed, man? You know? They found their Messiah, man. I thought you didn't believe in the Messiah, man.
Yeah, well, that's, you know,
That's proven prophecy.
That's all that
Yeah,
is.
right.
It's prophecy.
It's prophecy, bro.
It's proven prophecy. They say that we should say that when they should say that the Messiah said the Messiah did not go down forth because it's all lies, man.
That's right. You got it right.
It says for false. It says for false what's this? Price. Yeah.
Mashiach.
Mashiach, anointed.
For false anointed and false prophets shall rise.
Yeah, and that guy's a false prophet. That guy's a false Hamashiach. You know, he's a false Hamashiach, man. So we're living in scriptures, bro. We're living. Hey, biblical times are still gonna be around even years into the kingdom.
Of course.
Millenniums in it, we still gonna be in biblical times.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, and shall show signs and wonders to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect.
That's right. You ain't gonna fool the elect, man. You ain't gonna fool the brothers, man, that are really about this thing, man. Lord willing, we be the elect. Like Apostle Paul would say, we call ourselves what? The faithful, the hopeful elect. Excuse me. The hopeful elect. We ain't gonna fall for bullshit like this, man. Because once we see it, what's the first thing we do, brother? We do a lesson on it, man.
You gotta analyze it.
We analyze and expose that motherfucker, man.
Hell yeah.
You know? Hey, man, we GMS reporting, man. You know, we the first guys on the scene.
Filter everything through the scriptures.
Mm-hmm. That's right, bro.
Everything is being filtered through the scriptures, man. So when we see any bugged out shit happening from any of these different camps, whether it's from IUIC, Sakavi, ISUPK, we're gonna report it and we're gonna rebuke you and we're gonna bring out lessons on it, man. Hard. We're gonna correct you and bring out the true doctrine. You know, either you want to listen or whether you want to forbid. That's your own, you know, because it tells you in Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1 on down, the watchman's duty.
Yeah,
and what we are supposed to do.
Ezekiel 3 and 17 as well.
Exactly. So, when you were here, where we will forbid, if we tell you what's going on, if we see you going off, you're a righteous man, you in the truth, and you're going off, and we tell you your faults, and you refuse to turn from your wickedness, and guess what? Your blood's on your own hand, man. So that's our duty. That's what we do, man. That's the fear of the Lord in us, man. And if we see a man that's according to the Israelite, and he's going off on the doctrine, we're going to reprove you and rebuke you and give you the right doctrine. When you will hear, where we will forbid. If you're a person that's in the world seeking wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and you come into the Israelites, and when you will hear, where we forbid, we telling you, because you know you got these Gentiles that's real sensitive, that don't want to hear the words of his harsh words, even though you speak in truth. The words that's coming out of our mouth is harsh. Oh, I know you. I understand you speak in truth, but I don't like how you bringing it out. How the fuck? What the fuck cares how I'm bringing it out, nigga? As long as you receive the truth, man. But you got these sensitive, these sensitive ass niggas out here that says, I know you speaking truth, but I don't like how you bringing it out. Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
Come on, this is book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times, break it down, bro. But of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. So this is Paul writing to the Thessalonians, man. And he was even basically telling them, man, you should already know these things, man. Hey, just like, you know, the other brothers, we doing this video, and brothers watching, hey, brothers already know what time and what season we're in. We're in the time of what? The mark of the beast. We're in the time of the economic collapse. We're in the time of women being total demons. You know what I mean? So that's why even the other brother was saying, yo, man, Andrew Tate, Kevin Samuels, these men ain't saying nothing that the scriptures ain't done say, and the apostles been saying for decades upon decades, man. You understand? So the things that's to come that brother's telling you, hey, it's really no need that we even tell you, but we just telling you what prophecy said, man. Because you should already be what? Up on game. 2 Ezra 9:1, you should already be measuring the time and seeing, yo, the pushing this digital currency thing.
Right.
That's gonna lead to the mark of the beast, man. Hey, Ukraine, Russia preparing another second invasion of second big offensive on Ukraine. World War III, man. Even the brothers in Jamaica, they were saying, hey, basically World War III already started, man.
Yeah, this is the beginning stages of it, man.
We in the beginning stages.
Hold on, brother. Once they did that, you know what I'm saying, they invaded Ukraine. That right there was a sign because you know Ukraine was trying to get down with NATO, who was the arch enemy of Russia. You know, and if NATO and Ukraine would have started working together, then America could have put nuclear missiles right up into Ukraine and been 20 minutes away from Moscow.
Yeah, that's right.
To actually, you know what I'm saying, destroy it. So once Putin saw that, you know what I'm saying, these are things that sparked, you know what I'm saying, that put the hooks into the jaw of the bear, that turned them back. Really, Russia's getting back into that communist state. It's getting back into that USSR state. That's why they got so offended over Ukraine joining up with NATO. You know what I'm saying? Because prior to 1991, which is the collapse of the USSR, all them smaller nations were all a part of Russia. Russia was the overlord over them. You know what I'm saying?
Even countries that are part of NATO, like Poland,
Yeah,
Latvia, all of those countries were part of the USSR.
Yeah. All of those part of Russia. Those are the same fucking people. That's why I work with a lot of fucking Polish people.
well, a lot of them are jakes too.
You know, a lot of them are jakes, of course. You work with them too, bro. You know, it's all the same fucking language that they're speaking. It's just a little off dialect, you know, that they're speaking.
They call it Slavs.
Mm-hmm. What they do is what's going on with the Polish Poland. They are bucking up against Russia because the United States is putting the battery in their back to buck up against Russia. But they was once a part of Russia, Poland. See, but you gotta look at something. You gotta look at something, man. The Lord is raising up these different nations that come up against America, pursuant to Jeremiah 50:9 on down, man.
Assembly of Great Nations.
That Assembly of Great Nations, man. The Most High is bringing us to the point whereas even France and Germany is coming up against America, telling them, listen, man, we're not gonna abide by them sanctions no more because it's hurting us.
Yeah, them sanctions, man. You know, which is America's, they use that as a strong arm to pretty much, keep the other nations at bay. Pretty much, hurting them. These are sovereign nations, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hurting the shit out of them, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
Let's not forget, Russia is supplying oil and gas
to the whole European nation.
To the whole fucking European nation, man. So, wait a minute. We gonna put sanctions on them, but fuck us in the wintertime because we ain't got no fucking heat.
And we gonna be freezing.
So that's why you're looking at America like, wait a minute, man. Bamboozled us. We got because y'all niggas, man. If I got a quick precept, this is Ezekiel 38 speaking about, the bed.
I already had it, but you gotta get
it. Ezekiel 38:1, it says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog.
That's beautiful. That's talking about Russia. Gog and the land of Magog is talking about Russia. Which when you go into the scriptures, all right, Gog and Magog were dwelling over there, which were the sons of Japhet. Okay, they were dwelling in that region, all right, where Russia is now. I'm talking about in the beginning, I should say, or the after the flood. You know what I'm saying? In the repopulation of the earth, the sons of Japhet, Gog, and Magog, and he had other sons, Togarmah, so on and so forth. They dwelt in that region. All right, read on.
It says, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Meshach and Tubal is talking about Turkey, which, by the way, which is where Noah's Ark landed in the Mount of Ararat, which is in Turkey. Ironically enough, that became, the capital of the Holy Roman Empire. When Jake took over during the Dark Ages, Constantinople.
Now they call it Istanbul.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
It says,
it is Istanbul. Yeah.
Istanbul, yes.
It says, and prophesy against it. and say, thus says the Lord power.
Right, and prophesies against it, man. So prophecy, you know, this destruction is not only, you know, for America. You know what I'm saying? You goddamn Russians, Vladimir Putin and the KGB and the rest of y'all Russians, y'all going down too. You see what I'm saying? Don't you know over there in Russia they enslaved so-called Negroes too? You see what I'm saying? Actually, you had how you call it, advertisements for slaves, you know, going back to 1700s, so on and so forth. And you had the Tsarina, which is the princess or the queen of Russia. She sent over to buy some slaves and bring them into Russia. Okay? So she had slaves shipped from over here all the way to Russia during them times. So how far back does this thing really go? All nations had a hand in oppressing us, man. So now we're going to have a hand in oppressing all nations, man. We know. Hear that evil laugh the brother just gave? We're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be jacking these nations up, man. Good?
It says, behold, I'm against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Both sides against you. What you talking about, Russia? Chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Good?
And I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws.
That's talking about bringing Russia back into that USSR spirit. And in my estimation, they already back there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why they smacking the shit up out of fucking Ukraine, man.
Beat
What
the
you
shit up.
doing, man? What the hell's wrong with you, man? You want to go join up a who? You know what I'm saying? You lost your goddamn mind.
That's right.
Hey, and the Russians winning that war, man.
Oh, come on,
I
they kicking
don't
the
give
shit
a
out.
fuck what type of fake news, you know, they putting out there saying, what's that? Say Dusty, what's that nigga name?
All you gotta do is the Scott Ritter.
What's that nigga name, man? The president of Ukraine right now.
Zelensky.
Yeah.
That nigga's a piece of shit.
Dusty. Zelensky, they're like, oh, Zelensky he's advancing his troops.
Saying that with a
This
Polish
and that.
name.
You know, which ain't nothing but bullshit, man. That nigga ain't advancing nothing. That nigga behind the green screen. They losing that war, man.
Yeah, them fighter jets is fucking them up, and the drones is bombing the shit out of them.
Russia could
Where they getting them drones
Russia
from?
could end it with one fucking missile right now.
And where they getting them drones from?
The F-18.
Them drones are coming from
The
Iran.
land of
Iran is sending
Ukraine.
Iran is sending. Russia bought. All right, what they doing? Check this out. Russia's buying drones from Iran, $30,000 a pop, and they are lethal. They kamikaze, suicidal, bombing shit and fucking shit up in Ukraine, and Ukraine got to spend one missile that's cost $1 million to shoot out the sky a $30,000 drone. Who's winning?
Yeah, they losing. They losing big time.
losing bad, man.
And what's going on over there in Ukraine? The Chinese government is watching that war closely, watching Russia have America deplete. They stockpile of weapons and watching NATO deplete their stockpile of weapons. And what's going to happen is once they see that Russia has depleted the United States and Europe stockpile weapons, they want to invade Taiwan because there's nothing America and NATO to do to stop them because they depleted everything, their resources, man.
Yeah.
And that's what China is doing, man. China's just watching, sitting back and is watching everything, man. And I guarantee you, I guarantee you, China takes Taiwan.
Yeah, it definitely will. Definitely will, man.
And that's gonna be another war.
There's gonna be all kind of wars popping off until this thing, you know what I'm saying, pop off, you know what I'm saying, to the ultimate capacity, which we're reading about. You got continue on, brother.
All right, back in Ezekiel chapter 38, verse.
This whole chapter is good right now.
Yeah.
You can give this whole chapter a read right now.
Definitely. It says, verse 4. It says, and I will put thee, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws.
Yeah, bring them back to that USSR spirit, which has happened already. Go ahead.
And I will bring thee forth all all thine army, horses and horsemen.
So that's talking about the culmination of World War III. All right. That horses and horsemen was the ancient way of battle, but now battle has been modernized. You see what I'm saying? They're not riding upon horses no more. They riding in them MRAFs and, you know what I'm saying? They got fighter jets, F-18 jets and so on and so forth, man. F-62 jets, all right, and whatnot, man. You know, read on.
It says all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
Yeah, they had armor back in them days. They had the armor, they had the mail and whatnot. Now what they got on is that Kevlar and them different helmets and whatnot, man. You know what I'm saying? They got rocket launchers, they got grenades on them. You know, they got the assault rifles and things of that nature. All right, that's what it's talking about. So all it's saying is that it's speaking about war in the modern day, but it's speaking about it in the olden terms, man. You know,
it says all of them handling swords.
What's the modern day sword? The gun, because that's what all military men use. They use guns. All right, go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia, and
Persia, which is talking about Iran, which we know Iran is a close ally of Russia. All right, what did it say? What else? Who else?
Persia, Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, and these places have embassies in each other's countries, man.
And they hate America.
Yeah, that's one thing they have in common. They hate America. Ethiopia, who?
It says, and Libya,
which is North Africa. Read on.
With them. All of them with shields and helmets.
So that's World War III. So you're going to have troops from Ethiopia. You're going to have troops from Russia. You're going to have troops from Iran. You're going to have troops from Libya. All right? Going to fight a war right along, you know what I'm saying, with the Russians. That's what it's telling you right there. All right? This is World War III. In a world war, meaning what? Mostly all the nations of the world are involved in this thing. You know what I'm saying? If you allies with me, you're going to send me some of your troops. You allies with me, you send me a couple of your troops. If you send me 50,000 men, you send me 30,000 men, you send me another 60,000 men, so on and so forth, man. Then we get this war popping, man. You know?
It says Gomorrah and all his bands.
Yeah, Gomer and all his bands. You know?
It says in the house of Togarmah
of
the north quarters.
That's right. That's talking about a couple of them smaller other nations around Turkey. You know what I'm saying? In them different regions, man. Because that's where the sons of Japheth was dwelling, man. You know?
It says, and all his bands and many people with thee.
And many people with thee. So this is going to be a big war. This is going to be the war to end all wars, man. Because this war is going to be fought with nuclear missiles. That's how it's going to end. And not to mention, the chariots of the Lord is going to crash the party. We read about that in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much blow all you goddamn troops to smithereens. You know?
It says, be thou prepared, verse 7. Be thou prepared for thyself.
Right. Be thou prepared, right? And what else?
It says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Right. So what does it mean, be thou a guard unto them? It means those smaller nations that do not have nuclear capability, supply them with nuclear missiles. Those smaller nations that do not have fighter jets and assault rifles and rocket launchers and so on and so forth, MRAFs and whatnot, supply them with that, man. And that's what you find that's happening. Russia and their allies are supplying these smaller nations that are going to fight in this war right along with them, with the tools or the machinery necessary to fight in this World War III. Why? Because it's prophecy, man. All right?
That's right.
You got something to say?
You got more on that right there? You got more on that, bro?
A lot.
That whole chapter is fire.
Well, yo, can I ask you one real quick?
Yeah.
On precept. This is back in Joel chapter 2, verse I'm gonna go to 1 to 2, then we're gonna go back. But 1 to 3. It says, blow ye the trumpet of Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mouth.
That's what we're doing right now. We've been telling you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to wake the hell up, man. All right? At this point, we ain't even stressing it no more. We just coming out teaching the word. Right? I'm not screaming on top of my lungs, you know what I'm saying? Losing my mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting lightheaded teaching at camp because I'm trying to actually try for you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, man.
When you doing that?
You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching the word. Okay, and whoever the Lord wants, hey, brother, we used to do that. You know what I'm saying? You out there teaching, you in the spirit, you screaming, you know, trying to get these people to get it, and these niggas just walking by, so on and so forth. And you out there, you at camp like, hey, brother, I'm gonna come down because my voice is all drinking waters and shit. Next week you lost your voice and shit because you out there trying to teach these niggas, you know what I'm saying, to seek the Lord, man, while he may be found, man.
It says,
now we just teaching, man, whatever, man. You get it, you don't get it, fuck you. All right?
It says, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, it is near at hand.
That's what you people don't understand, man. As the years progress, the day of the Lord closer and closer is approaching, man. And what is the day of the Lord? The nuclear destruction of America. Simultaneously, Yahweh Shai is going to appear. Okay? In the midst of this great destruction, Yahweh Shai is going to appear. You're going to have so-called UFOs, the angels of the Lord within them, going to blanket the skies, man. Okay? And they're going to show themselves, and not in a way to where it'll be kind unto you. They're going to be shooting out laser beams and destroying shit and tearing people up, you know what I'm saying? Burning this place up right along, you know what I'm saying, with delivering the elect. The salvation of the elect is not going to be anything that's, you know what I'm saying, like you walking, you know what I'm saying, with your woman in the park, you know, a nice spring day or something like that, man.
Hey, real quick, within the past 3 days, you had Barbara Waters, age 93, died, a trailblazer of television, not television, but newscasting, journalism, and then you had Pope Benedict, you know, died, man. So they went before the Heavenly Father. They appeared before the throne of the Heavenly Father, and they saw that it was a dark-skinned entity with gray hair. I'm saying with gray hair and, you know, dark features. They were like, oh shit, you know. They didn't know, but guess what? Now they know, you know, and now they appear between the judgment seat and the Most High, and now they know that when they come back in the reincarnation, they're gonna be perpetual slaves under the Israelites. That's their judgment. What you people are going to realize, the earth is a place of judgment. Right. You're going to realize that. The earth is a place of judgment. Like them people that died in Buffalo. Yeah. In that storm. Popsicles. They became popsicles, walking the streets. You had people dropping dead in the streets, you know, receiving their judgment. People dying in their cars. People with power dropping out in their houses. People dying. You had families dying in houses, man, bundled up in fucking clothes and blankets, found dead. Man. You gotta start a bonfire or something, man. Yeah. You gotta do something productive, man. You know what I'm saying? Something like that heat, boy. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta burn your furniture. Throw that shit out on the sidewalk and let's burn that motherfucking shit, man. It gets some heat. You burn something, man. Burn something. That heat is what you need, man. You know what I'm saying? We are, how you call it, warm-blooded. We ain't no reptiles now. You know what I'm saying? We mammals, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord set us up. You know what I'm saying? We warm. We gotta have that warmth, man. But that was all judgment of the Lord. Of course, you know the judgment. Of course, you know the judgment, man. You know, the brother got a precept.
Yes, Amos, because he was going into the day of the Lord. This is Amos 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Most High.
This is a beautiful precept. So you got people in the churches, you know what I'm saying, like my fucking mother-in-law, you know what I'm saying, talking about the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But really, you don't know what the day of the Lord is all about, what it really consists of. You know what I'm saying? Right?
To what end is it for you?
At the end of that, what the fuck's going to happen? What is it going to profit you? What's it going to profit you? You know what I'm saying? Read on.
It says the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
You hear that? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. It's not going to be a beautiful day. Okay? It's going to be a dreadful day full of woes and sorrows and tears, man. And gnashing of teeth, man. Read on.
Verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Right. So there's going to be many calamities happening in the midst of the day of the Lord. You may escape one, but another one's going to get you.
That's right.
Because you're going to have things like famines happening, which people that take that sea hip, they may escape that, but a wild beast might rip your fucking jugular vein or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wild beast can come in the form of anything.
Come in the form of anything.
Come in the form of anything, bro.
You could be escaping judgment from the pestilence, because not the pestilence. You be escaping judgment from the family. You had assisted them to stack food. You go outside and a bird pluck your eye out. You're like, oh, bird is coming, pluck your eye out.
Yeah, because scripture do speak about the Lord preparing a great feast for these
birds.
Wild birds, man, these animals, man. Tell you to come drink the blood of princes and kings and soldiers and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
And those seagulls,
you might be dead, laid out there on the goddamn floor, and one of them fucking scavenger birds come and fucking.
Not even that. While you running,
man?
a fucking seagulls. Them seagulls, they be crazy. Some seagulls, they come and land on you and stop.
You talking about birds of prey, bro? Like,
You talking about hawks, and
vultures, and
eagles, condors,
buzzards,
eagles and shit, man.
The fucking 4, 5, 6 foot wingspan.
Yeah.
We got damn birds is about, damn 3, 4 feet tall, man. Even the raven. The raven is a big bird.
Yeah.
You really look at a raven. A raven's a huge bird.
Well, they say a raven is the smartest bird.
Yeah, I agree with that too. They're very smart birds, man.
They can actually talk to you too. A lot of people don't know that about ravens.
Back in Amos 5,
they fed John.
Elijah,
John.
Yeah.
That's good, man. There we go.
Back in Amos 5 and verse 20, it says, "Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?"
Hey, I'm sorry, Shimon.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, going into the Christians, man.
Yeah.
Lord
gonna
come back and save us.
You don't read the
Jesus. The heavens gonna float out the sky.
They read one scripture. I'll tell you the scripture. They read that too. They might read 2 scriptures. I'll tell you the scripture that they could break down 100% and they ain't going off.
Jesus what?
Nope, the scripture on the tithes. What? Man, Rob, God. Yo, bro, they could break that down. They break that down deep.
Check this out.
They break that down. They right on that too when they break it down.
There was this lady in my old neighborhood, right? And we was cool with each other. And she was like, hi, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a long time. And she whispered to me, I've been saved. So I was like, what? So I whispered back, saved from what? That's being facetious. I know what she was talking about. She was like, I've been saved through the blood of Jesus. I said, oh, you've been saved by the blood of Jesus? Okay. I ain't going to her no more, you know what I'm saying? I just whispered back to her, you know what I'm saying? And she was just telling me how I should come to our church to be saved too. And I was like, she said, you a believer, right? I said, I'm a believer. We was whispering. I don't know why she was whispering to me, but I was whispering back to her. And I was like, I'm a believer. She said, you need to come to the church to be under the blood of Jesus. Then she just fell to her knees and started, bowing down and shit. I'm like, yo. So I was trying to pick her up, like, yo, it's okay, But I was, this bitch is gone. So I just kind of walked away from the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I was embarrassed. There's people looking at us. I was embarrassed. I kind of walked away from her. That's what I was saying to myself. These Christians are bugged the fuck out, man. They gone.
Yeah, they are gone.
They gone. You can't save them.
They gone and they getting ready to be even gone. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shai, man, when he come to hit you fucking Christians, you ain't getting up there on them ships, man. All right? You goddamn Christians, man. First of all, what they will do is they'll allegedly, be up there in the spirit and whatnot, then they'll go down in the fucking basement of the church and eat fucking pork chops.
Now, but the Christian,
Pig knuckles and shit.
And the Christians want everybody to be saved. You could be a Moabite, you could be an Ishmaelite, you could be any tribe, you could be saved.
No, that's inaccurate. All right, that's how you call it? That's a flawed doctrine.
It's heresy.
That's heresy. That's dogma. All right, all nations cannot be saved. When we talk about saved, what we're speaking about is the deliverance on those so-called UFOs in the midst of a nuclear destruction. Because in that time, everybody's going to be looking for salvation. Everybody's going to be looking for a savior. That's what salvation is really talking about. All right? Why do you people got the thing so misconstrued?
So right? Solomon 5:1.
Now, somebody could save your life, you know what I'm saying? They'll stop you, you know what I'm saying, from crossing the street. You could get hit by a fucking bus or some shit like that. Yeah. But the true salvation is talking about is what I just mentioned, man. Because America is going to be destroyed. All right? That's what you people fail to acknowledge. Stop worrying about your children going to college and your grandchildren, so on and so forth. Worry about the here and now. All right? Because we're living in a time where America is getting ready to be destroyed. We're living in a time where you're going to end up with one can of fucking Vienna sausages in your fucking pantry.
That's it.
And that's it. Okay? One pack of noodles, and you don't know the next time you're going to eat. The money you have in your account is going to be worth nothing real soon. All right? So those of you who do have money, the wise thing to do is invest in silver and in gold. But guess what? It even tells you that your silver and your gold will be able to deliver you in the day of the visitation of the Lord, man. So what ought you to do if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American? You need to turn to the Lord, man. Okay? Hey, because the Lord ain't playing no games, man. And when he smokes this place, and you better believe that this place is going to be smoked, only the ones who have sought him, all right, wholeheartedly, in truth and sincerity of mind, singleness of spirit, is going to actually obtain that salvation, man. Scripture tell you about 144,000, you know. Then you're going to have the elect. You're going to have certain women that brothers, take, you know what I'm saying? Certain brothers' children are going to make it, okay? But other than that, the rest of you people are doomed, man. So doom is coming. And in 2023, you know what I'm saying? Which we're not, too far off. For time we got 8 o'clock now, about 4 hours, okay? The so-called bowl of drop and so on and so forth. You got people out there getting drunk, and as I was coming out here, people selling New Year's hats and the goggles, with 2023 on it, man.
Balloons and all
that fucking madness, man. People having parties and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? What is that going to profit you, man, in the visitation, man?
Nothing.
Who's reading?
I'm finishing up back in Amos 5:20.
Yep.
It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark, and no brightness in it.
It's going to be spiritually dark, okay? But it's also going to be physically dark because the nuclear missiles, they're going to blot out the sun. It's like in that scene in 300 in the end when Leonidas was getting ready to be put to death by an onslaught of arrows. It's similar to how those arrows, those nuclear missiles, which the scriptures refer to them as arrows, are going to be shot and block out the sun. Then you're going to have something known as a nuclear winter. You're going to have all that ash and, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Asphalt, if you will. Use that for the lack of a better term. But that's going to be blocking out the sun. And mushroom clouds. Because this place is going to get nuked, man. All right? And you can forget about it. All right? All your hopes and plans for the future, you can just forget about it, man. Write it off, man.
That's right.
And the life as we know it on this planet is going to change. You know what I'm saying? The children of Israel are going to be set up in a hierarchy, and all you other nations are going to be serfs once again, the way the Heavenly Father intended it to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on with it.
That was it.
I got some. Finish up with Thessalonians.
Yep.
This is about 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you.
So that's talking to the brothers, man. You brothers out there that's in the know, and those of you who are now coming into the know this. You know what I'm saying? What we telling you, that America's getting ready to be destroyed, man. That this place is going down. That we getting ready to sit upon thrones, man. Right?
Kind of remind me like African. The apostle always like, hey, you brothers know this already.
Yeah, because why? Because it's not on us, it's in us, man. We've been teaching this thing for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? And once you digest this thing, it all comes with eating the roll. All right? When you eating the roll, that's symbolic of coming into the truth. You know, you start, eating this word, because this is a feast right here. This is food. This is how you call it, food for thought, like they say in the world. This is food. So you eating the roll, and after a while, you know what I'm saying, you start to digest it and learn what this thing is truly about. All right? That's what happens. All right? Other than that, you just going through the motions. You really got to eat this thing and really digest it and learn what it's all about. And through process of time, through trial and error, you realize what this truth is really about. So the brothers, they know. The brothers in this truth, they know what this thing is about. This thing is about becoming a new creature, you know what I'm saying? Changing yourself and bending to the Lord's will and becoming that new creature before he gets back here, man. So on the day of visitation, you are, Lord willing, you'll be saved. Well, only the elect is actually going to, change their whole life around and whatnot, man. If you in this truth and a person in the world you knew prior to being in this truth hasn't told you that you've changed, then you ain't doing nothing right, man. You're supposed to change, man. You're supposed to become a new creature. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
For yourselves know perfectly the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. The element of surprise. But the thing is, the Lord gave us clues. So everything that's happening in the world are clues to what's going on, to the Lord's coming. You know?
God. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety.
Right, for when they shall say peace and safety, which is getting ready to happen, people are going to be shouting that peace and safety. You know?
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Sudden destruction, man. Something that's sudden is all of a sudden. Like you get into a wreck, a car wreck, or something like that. That shit happens all of a sudden.
It happens suddenly. You like, oh!
Yeah, you shocked. You caught with the element of surprise. All right? That's how the Lord is going to come back, with the element of surprise.
Like a thief.
Like a thief. That's the advantage the thief has over his over the person that he's stolen from. All right, over the victim. He has that element of surprise. Read on.
For when they shall say peace and safety,
right,
then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child.
Right, as travail upon a woman with child, because them labor pains, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to hit America. Financial woes. And then you have the morale is falling, and you know what I'm saying? You're going to have, I said financial woes, but the economic collapse, you know what I'm saying? Which is all a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to happen, man. There's going to be different things happening, so on and so forth, which ultimately is going to lead up to Yahweh Shai coming, to the nuclear destruction.
To bust Esau's ass.
You know?
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And they shall not escape. Why? Because the scriptures speak about the snare of the fowler. All right? And that snare is people being trapped here in America when the nuclear missiles are coming. You could try to jump in a body of water all you want. You could try to get in your Audi R8, you know what I'm saying, and drive as fast as you want. Man, that fucking vessel of destruction is gonna come and turn your ass to dust.
You can get in your yacht and try to turn that shit full throttle like you going somewhere, but guess what? The Lord's gonna dry up the rivers, the waters.
Hey man, that nuclear destruction, that vessel of destruction, bro. That wall of fire is gonna sweep this place clean. All right?
Clean dissolve.
Because fire is a cleansing agent.
Sure.
All right? So you got gold and something like that. You get some raw gold. You gotta put that fire on that raw gold to get all the impurities up out of it, man. And then you're left with a raw, bar or a nugget of gold. All right? You know?
But ye, brethren,
Yeah, the brethren, the brothers in the truth. So Paul wrote the letter to the men of Thessalonica, you know, which were Israelites that were dwelling over there. Just like you brothers, how you brothers are in different states and different camps, so on and so forth. These video epistles go out to y'all. You know? We know?
but ye, brethren, are not in darkness.
We ain't in darkness, man. We in the light. You know?
That the day should overtake you as a thief.
Right. So right now we looking and seeing things for what's going on. Everything is lining up with the scriptures, man.
That's right.
There's only a few more prophecies that really got to come to pass before this place. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling a brother last week, I told him, listen, brother, I know America's not going down tomorrow. I can guarantee it. Why? Because certain prophecies are not happening yet.
Yeah, that's right.
All right? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But guess what? Once we see certain things happening, we can say, man, any day now.
That's right.
Any day now.
I got a precept.
Just a little bit more slack.
Okay.
Verse 5, ye are all children of light,
Hence the term Israelite, read on.
and the children of the day.
The children of the day, read on.
We are not of the night, nor of darkness.
That's right, man. We are not of the night and of darkness. We're not of that, man. Okay? These other nations, they of that. That's why they worship these idols. Okay? That's why they get into these bugged out philosophies, man. We of the day, man. We the children of the light. You know what I'm saying? Our eyes are lightened. You know what I'm saying? They open, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others.
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. You got a lot of people that's fucking sleeping, man. Snoozing. Snoring hard. We ain't doing that. We up, we wide awake. We involved in the work. We doing the work. We doing the work right now. Okay? And matter of fact, man, for the past decade and better, brother's been doing the work, man. You know what I mean? Good?
Come, as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
Watch and be sober. And being sober doesn't mean that you can't take a drink. All right? If anybody done told you that, they going off. That means not going into these different philosophies, man.
That's right.
We living in the end of this fucking man society. This ain't the time to be going into the Egyptian book of the dead. I don't give a fuck what them Egyptology niggas saw nigga, and the rest of them dudes is doing, man. All right? Shit, listening to Sakari, a bunch of dudes probably went studying that Islam shit. He gonna say, Farrakhan is a leader, 5 people, man.
That dude was that was a stumbling block for a lot of people. I just looked at it as being a stumbling block, and I left it like that. I didn't have to say no more about that. I said, you know what? The Lord put the spirit, the demons on the left hand side. The Lord, they were balanced. The Lord allowed them demons because the Lord, the deceiver is deceived by the Most High. Mm-hmm. So the Most High put that deceiving spirit on that dude's Alazar to say what he said about what's that dude named Elijah Muhammad? No, Louis Farrakhan, man. Said he was a leader. Now that's gonna have a lot of Israelites that was shaky start going to Farrakhan. And guess what, nigga? Their blood is on you because you led them to that dude, man. From with your words that you said, only the undesirables of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, is going to flock to Farrakhan behind you saying that. But the men that have true understanding is going to look at you like, what the fuck? This dude is bugging the fuck out.
Hey, well, you know what, man? Let it be so. Like you said, the deceiver are his, man. But nonetheless, let's finish up here and then we're gonna get to your precept.
For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Mm-hmm. For they that sleep in the night, and they that are drunken in the night. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these people are. They're asleep. You know what I'm saying? They snoring hard, man. All right?
Come. Verse 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love.
Right. Be sober. Putting on that breastplate of faith and love, man. Which that faith is what keeps us going. That's the engine that keeps us going, man. Which every man has, you know what I'm saying, a portion of faith from the Heavenly Father, which is a gift. Some faith is greater than others. You see what I'm saying? But that's the engine, you know what I'm saying, or the spirit that keeps us going, man. Faith in the fact that America is getting ready to be destroyed. Faith in the prophecies that the Lord is going to set us up, you know what I'm saying, as the rightful heirs of this this planet and everything that was you know, came into existence up under him. Set us up as joint heirs with him. That the works that we're doing are not in vain. Though the people that call themselves your loved ones, they look at you like you're a madman. All right? You know what I'm saying? They look at you like you've pretty much given up your whole life for no reason. You know what I'm saying? This is the same way they looked at the ancient prophets, man. So if you're going through things like that, just know that the same things you're going through, the ancient prophets went through. So it's a possibility, a very strong possibility, you're one of those ancient prophets coming back. Okay? So let's read on.
Can. And for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
And for an helmet, the hope of salvation. So this is the thing about putting on this armor of the Lord as if, you know, it's actual armor, which it's all spiritual, man. You see what I'm saying? The helmet of salvation. You better believe, man. You have to believe. You know what I'm saying? Hope, faith, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about that salvation. What did Paul say? I'm confident in the hope that I might be saved. Read on.
Come. For the Most High had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
So who did Yahweh Shai truly die for? He died for the elect firstly. Hey, but through the elect, the rest of the nation is going to come back. All right? They're going to die on this side, but they're going to come back. The same shall know it after death by pain.
All right? That's just the Most High is.
That's right, man.
Who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we shall live together with him.
That's right, man. So eventually, that's what's gonna happen, man. We getting ready to rise up with Yahweh Shai, man. When he rises up, he gonna raise us up, take us up out of these weak ass bodies. All right. The fucking weather changes up. Your throat starts scratching. You start coughing, getting a cold, or catching the flu or some ill shit. You know what I'm saying? Happening. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready to shed these chains of darkness, man.
That's right.
Hey, because our spirits grown. Our spirits are growing daily, man. You know, especially, you know, when we go into that state of unconsciousness when you sleep. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit is up there with the Heavenly Father, like, man, come on now, you know, get me up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, real quick, not to change the subject, but you know, you have like in Dayton, Ohio, they're in a massive curfew because of the violence going on and because of what's going on. But the passed a decree that, you know, they didn't pass the legislation for people to for the how you say that the money for the budget. So therefore they ain't gonna. There's no police being paid. No sanitation being paid. No public government workers, city workers are gonna be paid anything. No infrastructure being taken care of. This is in Dayton, Ohio. And then in Arkansas, they have right now. They have it's called martial law, lockdowns, curfews, because coming January 1st, 2023, in Dayton, Ohio, in Arkansas, and in Chicago, it's going to be whereas there's no police benefits, no EMS workers to help you. And that's like a purge, but they all know what they do. These Edomites, you know. Second Corinthians 2:11.
Yes, that's the time we living in, man. The time we living in, you know what I'm saying? Austere measures and you know, time of Jacob's trouble is getting ready to be soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's finish up some of these scriptures here.
Verse 11. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also you do.
And that's why we continuing on doing this work, man. You see what I'm saying? The time for us, shutting our mouths, you know what I'm saying, and letting our tongue, cleave to the top of our mouth as far as not going out there speaking no more. That time is going to be at hand too. You know what I'm saying? And it's the Spirit of the Lord. And because we done pushed this thing out, you know what I'm saying, at great capacity for many years, and these people, you see the majority of them don't want to adhere to the words of the Lord. The men that have come into the truth, those men got to make up the 144,000. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the 1/3, you got a lot of believers, and whatnot, but a lot of people are going to die, man. This is scripture that tells you for a city, it'll look like there's only one man left. Because, give me Psalms 91. It tells you that, let's go to the point. Matter of fact, let's read that whole psalm.
This is Psalms 91, verse 1.
That whole psalm is fire. Read on.
Psalms 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Right, the secret place of the Most High is talking about in these scriptures, man. All right, with the true understanding. Because anybody can read the scriptures, but what the scriptures say, with all that getting, get what? Understanding. These people don't have the understanding. They'll read Psalms, the 23rd chapter all day, not really knowing what the valley of shadow of death is. Not knowing that they live in the valley of the shadow of death, which is America. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
It says, I will read it again from the top. Psalms 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
I shall abide under, which is talking about the Spirit of the Lord, man. The Spirit of the Lord is going to be, with his men. Read on.
It says, I will say of the Most High, he is my refuge and my fortress.
Right, and we saying that, man. The Lord is our refuge and our fortress. We don't call on FEMA. We don't call upon we in New York, NYPD or whatever the police department. You know what I'm saying? We call upon the Lord, man.
That's right.
My power in him will I trust.
My power in him will I trust, man. And if you ain't trusting in the Lord, man, you trusting in, some other organization or, entity, guess what? You bugged out of your goddamn mind, man. You see these niggas out here letting off them fireworks, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a new year coming in. And guess what? It may be more than fireworks getting let off soon, man, out here in these streets.
They don't have a clue, man. And the thing is, man, that it's sad, man. You almost feel sorry for these niggas, man. You almost feel sorry for these niggas.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. You feel sorry for these niggas.
Weed smoking, drug selling, adultery committing ass niggas.
Gang banging niggas, man.
Gang banging ass. These niggas are wicked as hell, man. And that's why the Lord had to tell Ezekiel, man, look, man, don't cry for these people, man.
Yeah, he told Jeremiah.
So like Jeremiah. Tell them that not to cry for these people, man. That's what I was thinking about Jeremiah. I said Ezekiel. Okay?
Verse 3. It says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
And the snare of the fowler is talking about America, whoever's in it, when the nuclear missiles get shot over here, man.
And from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers.
The angels in them chariots, they're going to be delivering brothers.
That's right.
And under his wings shalt thou trust.
Talking about the chariots, man, which the angels dwell in, which the angels are traveling, I should say.
It says, his truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
That's what this truth is. It is our shield and buckler. All right?
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
Yeah, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
Nor for the arrow that filleth by day. That flieth by day.
Let's talk about the nuclear missiles, man. We're not going to be afraid of that, man.
I never preached that, man.
Nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
All that you can preach that.
This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
And that's talking about the destruction of America. That's the day that's going to come that's going to burn as an oven. The nuclear destruction of America. All right? And all you dumb, stupid ass people out there that don't know that, you're going to realize that. But guess what? It's gonna be too goddamn late, man. These people don't have a goddamn clue.
Right. It says, and all the proud gay and all that do wickedly,
and all the proud gay and all that do wickedly, which a lot of you niggas, you do wickedly. A lot of you niggas, you're proud as hell. But that go for Esau and the other nations too. Ain't none of them gonna make it up on them ships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't none of them gonna get up on the ships. You know?
It says, in all the proud, it says, in all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts. That it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right, so neither root nor branch, man. So that them seeds is gonna be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come back in the kingdom completely revamped. You know what I'm saying? With a new spirit within them.
Well, it's talking about also, it says, so like the wicked should even leave no root nor branch. That means you motherfuckers, your nephews not gonna come back into power, your uncles not gonna come back into power, your son not gonna come back into power. They're gonna be totally destroyed and wrapped up and tossed headfirst into fucking slavery, pursuant to Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 14. The Lord's gonna set back the team in employment. Isaiah 24, verse 19 on down, the Lord's gonna separate the team with him, say, well, the Lord's gonna punish the host of the houses.
Yeah, the elder brother Yaakov had sent I don't know if you saw the picture, Shamar.
Nope.
Earlier, where basically on the weekends, Esau in Africa, they hunt down Africans just like animals. Shoot and kill
we don't know if it's Jake. We don't know who it is.
Or we don't know if, and the elder brother Yaakov made a perfect statement. Only the angels know. But still, man, this devil, he has too much freedom. This devil has too much leeway, and this devil gotta be fucking stopped, man.
He said a lot of them do that are Israelis.
Yeah, the Israelis and the small hatters, man. The so-called Jews, they're the ones that really do that, which those people are the most wickedest people on the face of the earth, man. When you talk about the heads of Esau, we're speaking about them, and they're going to get it worse than any other nation in the world. And the Lord made it so that we're all justified to what is going to happen to those people in the kingdom. But as Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. So we ain't gonna be buck breaking them in the fucking. We ain't gonna be fucking buck breaking them in the kingdom. We ain't gonna be popping their wives in front of them in the kingdom of heaven. We ain't gonna be doing no wickedness like that, man. But in righteousness' sake, we gonna fucking destroy those people, man. Rock the thought. And in the kingdom of heaven, man, it's gonna be a sanctuary for us. It's gonna be a normal thing to wake up in the morning and roundhouse kick an Edomite 12 miles, away. That motherfucker gonna be flying, man. It's gonna be a normal thing to set a lion or a goddamn pit bull, on the Edomite, man. It's gonna be a norm. Our children are gonna learn to grow and hate them, just as they teach their children to grow and what? Hate us. And their hate is due to what? Fear of us. That's right. That's right, man. We're gonna hate them from birth, man. Our sons and our daughters are gonna learn who's the wicked as soon as they come out the womb. We ain't gotta teach them. The scripture tell you that. We ain't gotta teach nobody. Ain't no man gonna teach his neighbor. So they already automatically gonna know. Oh, that's the fucking devil, man. That's that nigga that did that to me back in the past life. You know what? Little motherfucking command wave or something on them, man.
By the time they get 12 years old, they're gonna be stabbing you and jacking you up and
putting the foot in your ass,
putting them hot ants in your woman's hair, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fire ants, you know what I'm saying?
And remember the creatures that kill them will be bigger.
Having fucking hornets. Send a wave of hornets on them. Pray the Lord send a wave of hornets and just fucking start, you know what I'm saying?
It'll probably be the size of your hand.
We don't know the hell that
your arm, from your hand to your elbow.
So that could be horrific punishment, but like you said, send a wave of fucking hornets.
Gigantic
hornets. Bust their ass, man.
Hornets, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All them know what I'm saying? Dunk them in the water with them pistol shrimps and little fucking
Yeah.
hit them in the fucking head and whatnot,
Hey,
man.
bro, my thing is gorillas, man. I'm gonna let loose them gorillas on them.
Yeah, them silverbacks,
Yeah,
man. They'll tear them devils up.
Hey, yo, a silverback will fucking take your arm and just rip it off.
Yeah, also,
You know what I'm saying?
have you swum in the water piranhas?
Gigantic piranhas.
Yeah, there you go.
This one
Gigantic
is
piranhas.
devour you within seconds, man.
You make sure it's salt water.
I'm gonna put them. You know, I'm gonna put them up there on a volcano and throw them in the molten hot lava, man.
Hey, but what are we doing right now, though?
Meditating terrors.
Exactly. So that's a prophecy.
That's a prophecy. We all
shout meditate terror, man.
Take them up there, march them up that motherfucker, man, and take them Edomite women and dunk them in a lava pit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Have a big spoon, like a fire, come down from my chariot and start stirring the fucking, you know what I'm saying, like it's a Chobani yogurt.
Hey, you can keep that spirit in those bodies too. That's the best part.
Up in there, you know what I'm saying, screaming and whatnot, man. Their bodies all deteriorating and burning. You know what I'm saying? We gonna fuck you Edomites up, man.
And
We gonna have fun doing it too.
Each and every one of you, we gonna know each crime that you did, man. So you're gonna be punished according to that crime, man.
Take a fucking jar of acid and just, good morning, fucking splash in your face, your whole fucking face melting off. You know what I'm saying?
And we gonna have fun doing it
It's
too.
gonna be tearing you devils up, man.
Yeah, man.
We gonna be
payback
evil,
bitch, man.
We gonna beat your asses so much. You gonna be calling us a damn devil, man. You gonna be calling us a devil.
These motherfuckers are the devil.
Yeah.
What?
We ain't the devil.
You done disrespecting the Lord's anointing?
That's what we gonna do is pop up the screen and you taking out people into slavery, you know, while we kicking your ass, beating the shit out of you.
So who's the devil?
Then we gonna take your women in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying Esau gonna love the Sabbath,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, you know what?
That's gonna get.
And that's true. You said that, bro. We could be doing all kind of fucked up shit to them, beating the shit out of them. They gonna be like, yo, these niggas are the devil, man.
They gonna feel like we the devils.
Parts of the earth have different time zones. So if the Sabbath over here, the Sabbath don't kick in over there until like 5 hours later. Motherfuckers over there.
Yeah.
Fuck them up over there.
Yeah. We'll be your ass over there, motherfucker. You gonna go over there. You gonna go over there.
You ain't breaking Sabbath, bro.
Hey, Shema over there, where the Sabbath don't go down, the sun don't go down, to 5 hours later, I'm gonna take you over to his fucking plantation.
Beat your ass up for 5 fucking hours, bro.
Beat the shit out of you, sit over there for another 5 hours. Then when the sun go down over there, I bring you back to my plantation, you can rest, and then you only got a few hours of rest because, you know what I mean? Once the sun come back, I'm gonna fuck you up again, you know what I mean?
Nigga, master. What you trying to do?
Master fucked up. Master fucked up. He's the devil. You said it, bro. They be like, yo, we could be doing so much shit that they be like, yo, these fucking people are the devil, man. Yo,
we ain't gonna be doing like the brother said.
We ain't gonna be doing buck breaking and we ain't gonna be separating families. We ain't gonna do none of that wicked shit, man, that you did to us, man. Buck breaking, separating families. We ain't gonna do that, man. What we gonna do to you crackers is gonna be in righteousness, man.
You gonna keep your family. Y'all all gonna be on my plantation.
Because we're gonna breed you up.
If your daughter come out fine, all she gonna be is a sex slave for an Israelite man somewhere.
I'm saying,
give it to my little son. Hey, go play with that little thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's your play thing.
That's your little play thing. You know what I'm saying? And if she come back missing fingers, hey, I don't know. I guess he got a little crazy. I don't know.
If she come back missing an eye or a couple of teeth.
Yeah, hey, I don't know. You got a little. You know, my boy plays rough. I don't know. You got a little crazy.
I'm gonna punish the prince.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck out of here, bitch. No. You know, the prince, hey, bitch, you might have bought his wine and it tasted a little funny. You know, you might have bought it a little too late. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have you blonde hair, blue eyed Edomite women, those of you that's supposed to be fine. I'm gonna have y'all never ever walk. All you're gonna do is walking on all fours for your whole fucking life as a fucking dog with a fucking leash on your neck, man. You could never fucking lay down. You gotta sleep on a goddamn floor like a dog. You could never stand up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you fucking Paris Hilton Kate Upton looking bitches, man. I'm having goddamn chains on your fucking necks, man.
Quick precept. This is Psalms 2 and 8.
That's right.
Acts of me, and I shall give thee the heathens for thine inheritance,
Break it down, huh?
and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possessions. You know, so just like the Akim are going into, man. Okay, Yahweh shall say, hey, we asked him, okay, for these heathens as part of our inheritance, man. Okay, but we're going to put them back in slavery. You know, what goes around comes around, man. That basically comes from the scriptures, man. Okay, what Esau, this scripture says, those who have led into captivity shall go into captivity, man. So everything these heathens has done to us, part of our blessing, part of our reward, is getting them as our slaves, man.
That's right.
Okay, and doing unto them horrific things in righteousness. Okay, we ain't gonna be doing that homosexual, crazy madness like the mad scientist Esau, man. Okay, but these heathens are gonna be part of the elect's reward, man. You know, and it says, in the uttermost part of the earth for thy possessions, man. Okay, because remember, Israel, we're gonna inherit everything in existence, man. Everybody is gonna have their own planet, their own universe, their own galaxy. And we're gonna have the heathens as our inheritance, man, there, man. Okay? Rebuilding every brother's home planet, man. Yeah. They're basically doing whatever it is we say.
I may take an Ishmaelite or Edomite and is driving off the planet that I'm on, let's kick him out into the all the darkness of the space, you know what I'm saying? Let's kick him in the ass. Poof. You know what I mean? Let's kick him out there in all the darkness, you know what I'm saying? But they're out there floating in space, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he gonna explode. He gonna explode after a while.
Yeah.
Cause ain't no goddamn, ain't no oxygen out there.
They be bring him back. I'm gonna say Edomite back, man.
We ain't gonna even need to, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be extraterrestrial. We gonna be able to go on any planet.
That's what I'm saying.
In any realm, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be able to go into the spiritual world, so on and so forth, man. We're gonna be extraterrestrial. We're gonna be able to leave our body there, and our spirit actually leave our body, and we could, you know, travel like that. You know, that's astrophysics.
And it's bring that Edomite.
We ain't gotta do that.
Up until
we don't gotta do that.
Through space.
We don't gotta do that, but we could do it.
Yeah.
I do that and have my spirit going in Edomite dreams and be fucking terrorizing their dreams, turn into a fucking Leviathan in their dreams and start tearing shit up.
Truly, bro. I agree with Apostle Hart. I don't know how Esau gonna make it past the first 100 years in the kingdom.
The first day.
We're gonna be putting fists.
It's gonna be long.
It's gonna be a long day, bro.
Fuck you up, man.
I don't know how you going, but hey.
What is kind shit? We want you to make it to.
Let me tell you
these Christian niggas. Man, them niggas, look, man, them niggas are weak, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no weak-minded niggas, all right? We the ones that you fear the most, all right? And when you watch that movie, what was that movie with Will Smith, the new one?
Oh, Emancipation.
Emancipation.
I ain't watched that yet.
But I gotta say this scene, so this is a little spoiler.
Yeah, well, I would say that, but it should have me kind of like fucked up in the spirit most of the time.
He said that, that's the thing we fear the most. What if these niggas got a bit of power and put us in goddamn slavery? So we gotta keep them down all the time.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said, bro.
You know?
But then, he said that right there. And I was like, yo, that was the elites putting that out there just to. But that's how, and it went over these fucking people's heads.
That's how all these Edomites feel. They gotta keep us down because what if we rise up? They already see that we stronger than them. What if we rise up and put their asses in slavery?
And these Edomites always thought that's one of the main reasons they suppress Haiti so much, man. Because once the Haitian Revolution happened, and word was spreading that, yo, those Haitians, those Levites down there, they fucked the French up, man. And they kicked them out. That was spreading amongst Jake across the Americas. Jake in America, Jake in Brazil, Jake in the Caribbean islands. So why did they suppress that shit so much, man? That's why they put so much help upon the nations, man. And none of the American, no European countries will do any trade or conduct any business with Haiti, man. Because they feared that, yo, this will cause Jake to rise up everybody did, but those Jakes in Haiti, they were allowed to have that successful revolution. But Jake's other way wasn't able to have that level of success.
They still keeping the Haitians down. They still having an iron fist on them. But here's where these stupid ass devils don't know. The Lord said He shall raise the tents of Judah first. You know what I'm saying? So as you notice now, Judah, Jacob, they getting up there in the just like they did back in the Roman empires. Jake got up there, man. You know, so really, stupid ass Esau, your iron fist should be keeping Judah down. You know, but right now what's happening is Judah is slowly taking that yoke the fuck off of me. I'm rising the fuck up now and taking over, man.
And that's the Lord, dude.
Yeah, that's the Lord raising up the tents of Judah first.
Well, that's going into the scriptures. That's why, you know, the first men that can't come in the truth are pretty much Judites. Evans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. The tents of Judah being risen first.
High priest, Yaquab, high priest Ariyah, you know what I'm saying?
King
Judites, you know, yeah, I mentioned King Marshall. You know what I'm saying? They came in the truth first. You know what I'm saying? Then it was open up for the rest of the tribes and whatnot, man. You know, apostles are hard. He go back then. You know what I'm saying?
But I was like, he came in the camp with 1985. I was like 11.
Yeah, a lot of brothers wasn't even born.
I was 11.
I was in
the
Spirit Road, this brother, that brother, and this brother.
When the Apostle Hart came in the camp in 1985, I was 11 years old. You know, I ain't know nothing about nothing. But guess what? The Most High guided me down in His truth. But let me just say this, man. You know,
we're gonna start.
This is
wrap it up.
This is the New Year's Eve of destruction, and 2023 is going to be a horrific year. I don't know what the Lord is going to put the spirit on the Apostle Hart to coin this year, 2023. But I know from the end of 2022, with these blizzards, you know, coming down hard, and people dying in Buffalo, earthquakes in California, upwards of the people, wars, rumors of wars, it's only going to escalate. It's only going to escalate in the year of 2023. So what the Lord is going to allow the Apostle Hart to coin this year, we're going to find out. But this has been the annual
New Year's Eve of destruction show.
You
know, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
Shalom, 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 shalom.
You know what I was thinking about?